Hello again, everybody, and welcome to episode 18 of going through a 1971 Topps Vending Box. I think we're at about the halfway point. These are some of the cards we've picked out so far, which you can view back in previous episodes. Today, I always put some out for luck, but today we are going to go with my youth childhood collection and kind of what I did and how I collected these cards. They're all going to be in pretty poor shape, but they were fun to collect, and they are what got me started and what got me going on collecting. So here we go. This is the vending box straight out of the Larry Fritsch vault. We're going to take the rest of the cards on this half, and I think I'm going to take a few more because I like to get about pack and a half's worth each time. So I'm going to add that to it. Looks like got probably half to go, maybe a little less than that. So let's see who we get today. Bobby Tolan. It's on some of those World Series playoff cards from 71, a good outfielder. Got Hall of Fame player from the Dodgers who also had a great managing career, Gil Hodges. Skippered those 69 Mets to a championship. Moses. So we're going through this, a little update on we are now in the opening week has gone through Major League Baseball. Nice big old Singer card. My hometown Twins have had a nice start with a walk-off 10th inning win against the Astros yesterday. That was nice. High school baseball-wise, we're still waiting for the snow to melt. We've had a couple of games postponed already. We are going to get 60s and 70s this week, so hopefully a lot more snow melt will happen, but there's still a lot of snow out there. Unfortunately, it's not like Target Field where you can have heaters to melt everything under the grass. Do have a few fields out around here with artificial turf that, if they've been plowing, are ready, but we are not that lucky, so we don't have this. Oh, look at this. Got a nice Hall of Famer here. 300 game winner, and that card looks to be very well centered. Yes, I need to see that bottom border there. Without my finger getting in the way. Looks pretty good all the way around. Let's give that a little spot. Get a better look at it. See the whole thing. Nice Gaylord Perry card. Good. All right. Diego Segui. I think it was the ERA. Champ that year, 2.56 ERA in 1970. Checklist card. When you got checklist cards in packs back in the day, you were very disappointed, but now they seem to be a little tougher to get just because a lot of people marked them up. Ty Klein got his picture on two of their playoff cards, their playoff World Series cards that year. Cesar Gutierrez, the guy who had 7 hits in a game. It's a nice centered card. Nice corners. Catcher Duffy Dyer. And 2 more here. Got a Wayne Garrett. A little bit of rounding on that one corner. So even though these are untouched from a vending box, most of the cards are just going to have slight flaws. I don't know if that Gaylord Perry did, though. And George Mitterwalt here to end it. So that's who we get today. So let's look and we'll talk. I started collecting cards in 1973, and these are some of my original cards here that I put in this box. When I collected them, I actually put them in an ice cream pail. This isn't the original, but those are some, actually, I think, of the original stickers I had on the ice cream pail that I put. This is a pail I gave to my kids, and somehow I must have had those stickers that I gave them. And so when they collected cards when they were a kid, which never kind of, I don't think, took the way it did with me for collecting cards, but that was one of their pails anyway that they took. But what we do, we'd take that ice cream pail, put a lid on it, had the little handle that you put around your bike handle, and you'd drive around town to other kids' house, trade cards, go play baseball for a while. We had a glove, I think, on one handle and the baseball cards on the other, and that's how we'd go around. 73, so I purposely have not looked at these now for quite a while, but I want to just see what some of my, let's move this box back, look at some of my original collecting from 73. And you can see what we did with them was we had fun with them, we played with them, we drew on them. That's part of, you know, how you fell in love basically with collecting cards. Maybe get a better angle here. There's Dave Goltz, was one of my favorite pitchers, but he got marked up a bit. I think we even put him under some water and then a cement block to try to straighten him back out. Steve Braun was one of my favorite players growing up. Played third base, which is what I did originally. This Bly 11 card. Look at that. Pretty beat up. But I think the more favorite players probably got a little more beat up than other ones did. And card got shellacked. Bobby Mercer got shellacked. First DH ever there on Bloomberg. Luis Aparicio, not sure what happened there. Ended up with some tape and a little everything, but like I said, that's kind of how we fell in love with cards. I remember I lost Harmon Killebrew, unfortunately, through I think it was one of those sewer grates as they're playing with the cards and throwing them around. Roberts. Anyway, those are some 73s, which was the first year I collected. Those were 10 cents a pack. And like I said one earlier, I think I was able to get them at a grocery store called Bernie's for about 5 cents a pack, because there was one lady there that's just what she thought they were, or else she was giving us a bargain. I'm not sure. Reggie card, Vita Blue. Jesus Salou got a little markup. Maybe by 74 I was 9 here in 74. Maturing a little bit, I guess, because the cards aren't quite as marked up, but still well played with. Frank Robinson. '74, I always liked the backs too. Aaron Man, Roy White. All right, and maybe we'll look at one more year, 75s. What I got there. Looks like I got these in positions, huh? Ooh, there's a card you can tell. So this was a game I can tell we played right here. Played this little flick'em game where we tried to flick kind of like tiddlywinks and play against each other with friends and stuff. See who wins. So Tony Salito must have been pretty good at that, because bottom of his card got pretty marked up. Looks like Ted Sizemore must have been pretty decent. Dave Nelson was really good at it. He really got flicked. Metzger. Pete Rose, unfortunately, was pretty good at it. He got flicked a bit. Willie Stargell. Steve Baker. Oh, I think he was my all-time champ, Al Bumbry. Look at that. or no, not Bunbury, Rich Coggins, another Oriole outfielder under him, ended up flicking both sides of his card. He really got beat up. So even though I started in 73, you can see I had some 72s. My cousin started in 72. He was 2 years older than me, so he ended up trading for quite a bit of 72s. What we got in there? Fingers. Nice Spite of Blue. That was coming off his big year, wasn't it? Yeah, 24 and 8 with 312 innings, 301 strikeouts, and a 1.82 ERA. It's quite a year. And he was really young then too. Gallon. Clipper. Steve Braun rookie. Anyway. Bunch of 72s, got some 71s. It's from a friend who was collecting then as well. So those are, I got to reach some of my original cards, Bobby Bonds. These are almost in better shape than they are in better shape, other than the Lou Brock. Then my 73s, probably because I got them from other kids who might not have beat them up quite as bad as I did. And we got 70. 70 was the oldest card one of my friends had, so ended up trading for, it looks like a fair amount of 70s. And then the cards I thought were really old were the things older than 70 when you could find some of those. Let me see if this is in here. I remember this is in 4th grade. Yep, I do. 4th grade had a kid who had a friend in our class who had an older brother who went back to, I think, 60 and 61 cards, and he brought them to school one day, and he was selling them for 2 cents a piece, and I brought a dime with me to school. It's actually selling, yeah, I got them here too. So he was selling the regular cards for 2 cents and the post-serial cards for 1 cent. So with my dime, there's the cards I bought. I got a Clemente and Aaron post-serial card, because I did know my players even back in 4th grade, so I picked out the good ones. Got a Stan Musial, and then so these were 2 cents each, and then a couple commons there, Carl Swatsky and Chet Nichols to go with the Stan Musial. But that was my dime purchase. 4th grade would have been what, 1970? I think it was 1975, 74, 75. And I think that's all we'll go through today. Have a happy Easter, everybody. Hope things warm up. Fun watching baseball, and we'll see you again next week.